Okay. Maybe for those who were not here, last week we did what do you call an assessment on how we invest our time, on where we invest our most of our time. So that assessment was giving you scoring yourself based on how you spend your time. Let me just pull that thing. Where is that? Okay. So we had different categories. So we had to do a net, what do you call, net worth. Actually, you're calculating your net worth in terms of not monetary terms, but how you spend your life. So it was divided into categories of time investment, resource investment. Then you calculated also your overall balance. So for your time investment, you had your assets. So for each category, you had assets and liabilities. So for time investment, you had your assets. Oh, yes. Okay, so there's a suggestion that for those who are not there, 10 minutes so that you also do the test. Maybe it will be more beneficial that way.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of us were not here. Okay, basically, we are saying life is a currency. You've heard people say life is not worth it, isn't it? We've heard people say that. But we are saying life has got value. We are saying if life has got value, how are you managing your life? And then we then said, okay, this Sabbath we will then do an assessment to see where we stand in terms of life, isn't it? So life now, what we'll do just for 5 to 10 minutes, you'll do an individual test. You'll do an individual test. What that test has, for accounting terms, those who know accounts, there is what is called the balance sheet. So the balance sheet, in this case, we are doing a balance sheet of life, of you as an individual. You understand, Kachana? Balance sheet, Balance sheet has got assets. What else does it have? Liabilities. I see Sister Tandi's. Yes, they are assets. They are what? Liabilities. All right. Let's use a simple example. You have a phone, Angela, isn't it? Angela has a phone. It's a what? It's an asset. You agree, isn't it? Okay. What else can be a liability in our lives? A car. Okay, to some a car is an asset, to some is a liability. It depends on where you stand. All right. What else? I want us to explain it in simpler terms for the benefit of Naomi and Angela. Yes, maybe whilst I dig up my...
So we use the phone as an asset, but then the liability of that very same asset would be purchasing airtime. That's a liability in the same context.
All right, airtime. What else is Brother Moyo?
Asset liabilities in your life, Brother Moyo.
Liabilities.
Oh, I was saying for the sake of Naomi and Angela, it's basically just your expenses and your income. Income is your pocket money. Your expenses is those sweets that you buy your friends. Yes.
Okay. Also to add, mommy gives you pocket money. That becomes an asset. Do you agree? It becomes an asset. You have it, isn't it? Right? We call it current asset, isn't it? It's cash in your pocket. Right? Now that cash now, how you handle it, then I need someone who can help me. Yes.
The cash is a current asset in your pocket whilst you have it. You've got this $10 now. It's an asset. But as soon as you've spent it, it's actually an expense. Then you don't have an asset anymore. Then it becomes nothing anymore because you don't have it. It's not in your possession anymore. Now you've purchased whatever, sweets, a packet of chips with it, and you've eaten that chips, then you're back to zero now. That asset is depleted, it's done, dusted, no longer there. Elder, what else did you want to explain? The asset, liabilities, income and expenses. Yeah, I think they know.
All right. Is it showing? So it's showing now. Who can help me here? I wanted to show the. Okay, so I think Rutendo was there, Hope was there, but the majority were not there. So we'll do the test again. Maybe it has improved over the week. All right. So I just want us to do it fast. So what we will do on your phone, just rate yourself on your phone and then keep the scores. Rate yourself and keep the scores. So we will start off with assets. They are rated from 1 to 5. So for each section, just score yourself. Maybe increase a bit, Elder. Just a bit. Just a bit. For instance, we'll analyze 3 categories. The first one will be time. How are you investing your time? Okay. It's 1 to 5. 1 to 5. For instance, let's say you work, for example. Work in terms of time. I'm investing time at work wisely. Whatever I'm doing, if it's work, it's school. Yes, where it is work, it is school. For those who are at school, for those who are employed, it is work. So if you say, I think I'll score myself a 5, that's an excellent score. It means I'm investing my time at work quite well. It's an asset. You understand? Huh? All right. Family. I think I'm doing well in terms of time with family. In your case, Naomi and Angela, score yourself and say, maybe we don't have family time at home. You score, so if it's low, you score, the lowest is 1. If it's medium, it's 3. So if we can just quickly do it, so there is work, family, then personal development is, for instance, what are you doing to upgrade yourself? For instance, as an example, I'll be Naomi and Angela. An example is we are pathfinders, isn't it? That's part of personal development. Right? Are you spending time on pathfinders, music? You're growing yourself outside your school. Or yes, that's how you score yourself. Community service, we go out to feed every lunch. Are you putting time or else on other community service? So you can score yourself 1 to 5. So tell me if you have reached community service. All right. After community service, make sure you score you properly. So the first one is work or school. The second one is family. The third one is personal development. The fourth one is hobbies. Do you have hobbies in your life? Plenty. Not washing dishes. We don't mean washing dishes. All right. Personal Bible study. When we talk about Bible study, we are not saying Bible study starting as a group. You as an individual. You as an individual, not the one komazana that you do with each other or with boy, not that one. On your own. All right. And then holiday. Holiday, we discussed it last week. We said holiday doesn't mean going to Katima. Yes. Yeah, spending time with friends. Do you go out to spend time with friends? Score yourself out of 5. All right. Physical exercise. Do you exercise? Score yourself 1 up to 5 out of 5. Physical exercise and also prayer. Then you add and you hold on to that figure. All right. Hold on to that figure. All right. Now those are assets of time. Now we look at the liabilities of time. Just tell me if you are all done. Sister Andy, are you eating? You're done. Are we all done? Tilly? Tilly, you're done. Are you guys done? My brother, are you doing the test? Huh? All right. Are you guys done? You're done. Yeah. Hold on to the total. Don't lose that total. Just make sure you write assets time total score. Asset time is equal to. It should be out of your score. Should be out of 55. Right. Just hold on to your score out of 55. Don't change your score. Don't change your score. No, now we are going to liabilities now. We've done assets. Don't change your score, please. All right. All right. Liabilities. It's 5 times 11. All right. Okay, there is work, family, personal development, hobbies, uh-huh. 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 All right. Okay, we want to move fast so that we are all on the same page before we... All right, now we do liabilities of time. Now here on liabilities of time, if you are very good at procrastination, your highest score is 1, not 5. Did you hear that? Yeah. So in this case now on liabilities we switch. We score descending order. So if you are a procrastinator and you say I'm very, very blessed and number 1, or I'm blessed at wasting time, it's 1. That's your top score. Not 5. Yes, it's swapped. And then if you say no, time wasting is not a part of me, then it will be 5. All right, so the first one is procrastination. All right, we all know what procrastination is. You've got homework, you only do it when you're about to get into the car. but it was given 3 days ago. You've been postponing, I'll do my homework. Then when you're about to go in the morning, now that's when you do your homework. That's an example, isn't it, Hope? Okay, what's the other? Number 3 is overworking. Huh? Right. There are those who, when they were applying for their jobs, they wrote down yours faithfully, and they didn't understand what yours faithfully meant, and they thought that it meant working after 5. Or if the boss doesn't knock off, you want to be there to show that you are working. Overworking. Or another example is carrying work home. All right. And now for those who are at school, what can we use? Yeah, maybe chores at home. Huh? Overdoing them. Can it be an example? Huh? Chores. So they'll score very well there. All right. So, which one is this? This. If you are overworking, all of them, your highest is 1, your lowest is 5 in this category. Yeah, in this category now, it's swapped. Number 3 is overworking. Number 2 is time wasted on non-essentials. Wasting time on things that are not important. Example is Instagram. Instagram. Spend the whole evening, all day on Instagram. You're just going through. Or posting. Just being there, you're not even getting a cent from being there, but okay. So are we done here? Social isolation, you are always on your own. But okay, you can score yourself. You can say whether it's a good thing or not, but you're not a social being. Number 4 is inconsistent routines. Number 4, inconsistent routines. Number 5 is stress and burnout. Are we? Let's move fast. Are you done, Hope? Are we done? These ones are 3, 6, 7, 8. Is that correct? Yeah, there are 8. These ones are 8. Stress, you are always stressed, eh? Or you burn out, you are tired. It could be school, you are overstudying. Lack of clear goals. All right, lack of clear goals. I'll give you an example. I'll be using examples that are maybe leaning towards those who are at school, for example, but I'm sure for those who are not at school will understand. Lack of clear goals. For example, what do you want to be? For now, I don't know. That's an example. Eh? By now, you should have an idea. After which one? Are we done? Huh? Lack of clear goals. Yes, you have no plan or purpose. You're done. It should be out of 40, I think. 8. Are we done? We move to the next category. We are done. You are not done. Which one is missing? Sorted. All right, let's move to the next category quickly. Now, we are looking at resources now, assets, but on the resources side. We are looking at assets on the resources side. Let's do it faster. In this case, financial investments. I think an example was given. Angela has cash, pocket money she was given. What does she do with the pocket money? She buys a dress, she buys a shoe, or maybe she takes the money, she invests it somewhere. You can invest, you know that? Your pocket money. Yes. You can from every $100 you get, you can be taking a $10, $20, putting it aside. That's investment, isn't it? Preparing for the future. So, on the assets, this one now, whenever it's assets, your highest score is 5. Yes. When it's liabilities, your highest score is 1. So now, number? Charitable donations. Yeah, we didn't add black text. All right, let's charitable donations. Okay. Number 4 is personal spending. Or educational expenses. All right. For those who are at school, what can we substitute there for those who are at school? Educational expenses. You don't pay school fees anyway, but what can we add? Huh? Oh yeah, extra. All right. Okay. I know what we can add. Educational expenses is growing or identifying other sources of income. All right. I remember when I was at high school, church tithe and offerings. Which? Number 7, 3. It's saving for holiday. The last one, if it's number 7, it's the saving for holiday. Okay, educational expenses for you guys. When I was at school, I don't know for the other ones, there were books that we could not get at school. So using my pocket money, I'll then buy the books. That's an example. That's also, you're spending on your education. But mom gave you the money. Oh, it's already paid for. The one where you are using your pocket money. Yeah, then you put 1 there. So mommy, they are 7. So mommy, they should be using their pocket money to. You understand, eh? When you get your pocket money, you can invest in education. That's what we mean. So if you are not doing that, which means you score less. Right. So are we done here? Sister Matilda, are you done? All of them, all 7. For recreation. You can also save for holiday. Huh? You agree, eh? Yes. It's also possible. So this test. All right. Are we done? We are not saying save for Katima. We are saying save for holiday. Yes. Okay, are we done? Okay, so record your score. Record your score, and then now we look at the liabilities of those resource investments. We're almost at the end. Now, on resources, you have got resources, you have that $100, but you have unnecessary expenditures. Naomi goes to Grove Mall, she has $100. That $100 was not for the shoe. Certainly she buys a shoe because she likes it. Huh? Oh, there's no shoe for $100. All right, poor financial planning. Poor financial planning. I heard ladies' shoes are very cheap. Yeah, no, your high is 1 now. Yeah, on liabilities, your good score is 1. When you are good, yes, it's 1. All right. All right, so there is unnecessary expenditure, poor financial planning, lack of saving. Oh, you have improved in this. All right. Number 4 is debt. Debt. Impulse buying. Impulse buying is you just buy without thinking about it. Unbudgeted expense, yes. Impulse buying. Your good score is 1. It means you have no debt. Where's number 6 is what? Impulse buying, eh? Yeah, you have. When we ask and we say, hey, Kachana, always, you're not known for borrowing. You don't have debt. Yes. But even to people who need help, who need assistance, and also black tax can fall in here. Inconsistent, yeah, inconsistent giving. We can also put, lack of budgeting. Then you add. Are we done? Lack of budgeting. Or inconsistent giving. All right. Are we done, my elder? You've added. Have you added, guys? You've added. Are you guys on point? Are you there? You've done it. Naomi, you've done. All right. Are we done with this one? Okay. Who is still doing this? Sizimbo is missing out. And they just joined. All right. So we are the total. It's 35. Okay. So we are going to the last one now. Are you ready? All right. Now the last one looks at overall balance as in life. Right? So it's shorter here. We are now looking at the asset side. School life balance, work life balance. Are you balanced there? Hmm? School life balance. This one is an asset, so your good score is 5. Yeah. Let me tell you about my story. Whilst we are my school life balance, as an example, I was at a boarding school. So at the boarding school, at A level, I would, if I was on duty as a prefect, if I was on duty, I'll go and ring the bell. That bell is at 5 a.m. Huh? The bell is to wake up everyone in the whole school. So I go and ring at 5 a.m. and then by 6 a.m. everyone should be going to the dining hall. Now I was, so because I was a prefect, I used to put a toothbrush in my pocket. and the Colgate already in my pocket. So we go to the dining hall because I was trying to make sure I do not lose a minute at all. I don't lose time. So after, when everyone is out from the dining hall, which will be around 6:30, everyone has been fed, I'm walking to my room now. By 6:30, I need to be seated at my desk and studying. So I didn't want to lose that time. So along the journey from dining hall to my room, I'm brushing my teeth. Then 6:30, I'm seated. I'm studying. Not only that, I'm trying to explain the school life, work life balance. So now, I used to play soccer for the school team. So in the afternoon, so we had, in the afternoons at 3:30 to 5, we go and play soccer. 5:30 to 6:30, we are having supper. That was boarding school life. Then from 6:30 to 7, you have free time. From 7, we are supposed to go and what? Study. We path from 6:30 to 7. Of course, also there were zeros also. Yeah, the zeros were there. This is boarding. So from 6:30 to 7, that was the time for pathing. Now, when others were going to read, we called it prep. When others are going to read at 7 to 8:30, 7 o'clock, I'm getting into bed, I'm sleeping. I sleep and I wake up at 10. So exactly 7 p.m. on the dot, I'm sleeping. 10 p.m. I'm waking up. Then from 10 to 6, I'm up. 10 to 5, I'm up. 5, I'm ringing the bell. It was a tough regime, isn't it? That's what we are talking about, work-life balance. Was my life balanced? I didn't enjoy life. All right, so we've scored this one. We are all done. Nancy, are we done? Can I move to the last one, then we all right. All right. So now, the last category are the liabilities. Liabilities of your overall balance. Your good score is 1. Remember your total scores. Your good score is 1 in this case. Poor time management. So maybe in my case, since I was very strict on time, was I a poor manager of time? I was. I'm managing time. I didn't want to lose. Yeah. But at least I got the results. When I got my results at school, I passed. Not only passing, but I was the highest at school. Witness. Number 2 is lack of purpose. Number 3 is inconsistent prioritization. Yeah, number 3, for in your case, you don't prioritize. There are dishes, there is homework, there is, you guys, you don't prioritize consistently. All right. Number 4 is relationship conflicts. Conflict always finds you. It looks for you. Number 5 is lack of self-reflection. You really do this exercise. You don't reflect. There's no time. No, we are done. There's 3, 4, 5. Are we done? Are we? Yeah, lack of self-reflection. You rarely self-reflect, self-evaluate. An example, you are not doing well at school. Your grades are going down. You don't worry about the grades. That's an example. Eh? You don't worry about the grades. You don't reflect to see where you are going wrong, isn't it? That's lack of self-reflection. All right. Are we all done? Are we all done? We are all done. Now there's a bit of gymnastics we need to do in calculating. We are now scoring ourselves. All right. Now, all the scores for the assets, please add them on their own. All your asset scores, yes, Angela? Assets, overall balance assets. Okay, going back. Which one did you miss out? It's this one. Work, school life balance, alignment with values. Values, we've got church values, we've got family values. What else do we have? All right, they just want to score themselves. Okay. I want us to wrap this one quickly, then we... Are you done, Angela? It's okay. All right. Let's quickly sum up our scores. Quickly. All right. So your assets should be out of 115. So add those 3 categories, your total score under assets. Just add them. Don't mix them up with the liabilities. Just do the assets first. Add them. Boy, you need to add also. All right. Have we added the assets and also add the liabilities? Are we sorted? 115 out of 100. So are they all added? All right. Who is still adding? Yeah, keep your score secret in case. All right. Are you done? Hope? You've added this side? Kachana? We've added. Have you added both assets and liabilities? Okay, so Tilly, you've added. All right. Okay, now the next step. Right. We want to find our net worth. The rich guys, if they want to see their net worth, they subtract assets from liabilities, isn't it? Then they see how rich they are. That's their net worth. But in this case, we want to see our own net worth. Remember I said life is a currency. Life has got value. So now this is how you calculate. Those who remember at high school, BODMAS, I don't know, BODMAS, brackets of division, addition, multiplication. So we deal with the bracket first. So when you're dealing with the bracket first solve this one, 100 minus your total liability score. First get that one. Yes. You. Yeah, first deal with that one. 100 minus your liability. Your liability score, if you scored a 60, it will be 100 minus 60, which is what? 40. You've done that? Are we all there? Huh? My elder sorted. Hope. All right, you've done that one, isn't it? Then after that, then subtract the value that came from here from the value that you got from your total assets. So it's total assets minus what you got. Yeah. All right. Are we done here? You understand? You should not get a negative. Uh-huh. Well, this is a... You understand? Are we all done? Have you done it, Kachan? Kachana is asking the examiner why we are doing it this way. It doesn't make sense. Huh? We are done. Is there anyone with a negative score? Huh? Hope you can't get negatives twice in a row, my brother. Yes, last week. There's no negative score. All right. Yeah, are you done? Okay. Sorted. Okay. All right. Now, keep that figure. Keep that figure. Just want to quickly open something. All right. If you got a score that is between 100, are we? Okay, Nancy, are you? Okay, are we? No. You're supposed to get first. Huh? Yes. If ideally, if you're going to have a perfect score, it was going to be 100 minus 100. You understand? On your liabilities. Because you don't have liabilities. Then it will be... And if you scored one, yes. But if you scored 115 this side, total score, and then this side you scored 100 in liabilities, it will be 100 minus 100, 0. Because that side you were scoring well on the liabilities. No, the good score on yes, liabilities is opposite. All right, okay. But anyway, if you scored 100 to 115, you are excellent. All right? It means you are managing, your life is being managed quite well. Right? It also means that when it comes to investing your time and resources, you are doing it quite well. Recommendation, maintain the current practice and also continue to seek for more opportunities, and then also share with those whom we will see later on at the bottom. Right? That's the score. Okay? And then if you scored 70 to 99, you are doing well. You are doing well, but there are areas of improvement. Okay, and then identify. Is there anyone who is in here? Oh. All right. Well, if you are 40 to 69, you need improvement. You need. Oh. So we're not here. We're not there. Hope? None.
I have a suggestion,
Okay.
Obviously, for me, if I look at those questions being asked, obviously it's not excellent.
All right.
But I don't think I belong to critical. I'm somewhere there. I'm suggesting, the way we were answering and maybe we're missing. Can we do a paper one?
Okay.
Then we see in the explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, because no, I don't believe. I'm
Namasiku,
happy. 50% happy.
if you do a paper one, it will be worse.
No.
No, anything below 70
Christel, do you believe that?
All right, but if you are on 40 and you are, it means critical ICU. Yes. It means your life is not balanced. Right? It's not balanced. And in such cases, you need to seek professional help such as either you need to see a pastor or you need to see a life coach.
But yeah, exactly. What will it help with to go see a pastor who's also at 30 or 20?
All right. Okay, and also do regular self-reflection. Or no. After this, we've removed you from life support. Okay, all right. So we are clear on this one. We now know where we stand, eh? All right. Let's now this is where I just wanted us to get to. We'll be done in the next 15, 20 minutes. Okay. Now that we are on life support, how do we solve this issue? Huh? Kachana, how do we solve this? You've assessed yourself. We did say if you are critical, you need regular self-reflection. You also need help a bit. But let's do it this way, quickly. The problem is, as we've discussed before, we like fitting in the wrong places. That's not a dish rack, but you are behaving like... Huh? Huh? So the problem is we want to fit into certain places, yet it is not the right place. You are at a job, you are employed there, because it is giving you money, it doesn't mean it is the right place. Huh? You can be paying the bills, but it might not be the right place. That's the problem. We want to fit in, and once we are there, we become conditioned. We stay there. All right? Then, also, like we discussed before, the problem also is when things get hard or tough, many of us quit out of situations. We quit. Yet, how we could solve it is just change the what? The shoes. You want to remain in a stiletto because of what people say and see, that you're still on a stiletto, but life is what? Hard. So we need to change our shoes. And then the other problem also is, personally, we don't want to confront the real issue in our lives. We shy away from dealing with the real issues. And in the end, we end up suffering. The weight becomes... That's why our scope becomes critical. Because we are not confronting the elephant in the room. And then I gave an example of employment. You are working there, you are busy fishing, but yet you are fishing at the wrong place. Huh? We are fishing at the wrong place. That's the other problem. We just need to change direction. Change the way we do things. And sometimes the things that are holding us back are all in our heads. They are all in our minds. The way we view life, the way we approach life, those are the things that are holding us back, preventing us from changing, isn't it? That's the other problem. The other issue also is that we are good at pleasing family. We spoke about black tax. Huh? Every month black tax. Every month black tax. And sometimes even the people we are helping are not appreciative of our help, isn't it? All right? And sometimes we think, remember on the test there was also working hard, putting a lot of effort. Sometimes we put a lot of effort, but we are using the wrong tools. We are busy knocking off late at work, but we are using the what? Wrong tools. It will not give you successful what? Results. Okay. I will this is just a statistics. South Africa in Africa is number 3 in terms of the happiest people at the moment. Yes. Algeria is number 2. Mauritius is number 1. That's according to the latest happiness index, which was done last year. They are your happiest people. Right, Namibia, we have a score of 4.5 in terms of our, what is this? Okay, let me put it this way. Now this graph is showing those that are your most not so happy people. Zim, the one in the blue, Botswana, Zambia, Tanzania, they are the low ranked in terms of happiness index. Namibia is also close there, right? Right. Now, I just wanted to get to here quickly. I don't know if you can read this. Right? Now, this is our challenge. Sometimes when we greet each other here at church, how was the week? What is the common response?
It was fine.
It was fine. Okay, fine. All right. Nancy?
It was tough, but we made it.
It was tough and we made it.
It was okay.
It was okay. All right. It was fine. I made it.
I don't know.
She has no comment about her week.
So.
So. What these responses, what do they describe? What do they describe?
No, I'm saying it means let me just answer.
Or let me just answer. I want us to all right. There are 2 sets of mindsets. There is the one that is called the scarcity mindset, and there is one that is called the abundant mindset. Right? Now, the scarcity mindset is whenever you ask about a situation, they always see the negatives. The glass is always half what? Empty. Huh? How was your week? It was terrible. Huh? That's one side. And then also, when it comes to, when you fail, you become limited by failure. That's the mindset that is there. And also you want comfort. You want to stick to what you know. Huh? You don't want to explore beyond. Also, the other thing also you need, I can do it or I can't. Those are the 2 options. Usually I can't. Then also sometimes we give up. That's the mindset. Whenever you are confronted by a situation, you give up. Then the other one is if I ask, I can't do it. I can't answer. As an example. And then also, you don't like feedback. Right? And then there's a mindset which is that we need to strive for, which is called the growth mindset. That you and I need to always, whenever you see a glass, that you see it as half full, you identify opportunities. Failure is growth. Whenever you fail, it is an opportunity to what? To grow. You also try new things. And then I can do anything. And you are that guy who says, I can do all things through what? Through Christ, isn't it? You don't just say it, but you live it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I never give up. And also, not yet, whenever you are criticized, you welcome feedback. Therefore, you manage what? Conflict. Now, I want us to close here. Right. The scarcity mindset, the one that we normally suffer from, right? Usually when it comes to resources, whenever you have resources in the home, resources are limited. You don't want to spend. In Ndebele, they call them, I don't know how to translate it. They say, in my culture, they say the Ndebele men are the most stingiest of them. Money doesn't leave the pocket. That's what they say. That's what they say back home. That Ndebele men, the money doesn't come out of the pocket. Huh? Right? But yet, if you have an abundant mindset, you know that this is a resource which should be renewable. I take it out, it should come back. Ecclesiastes, cast your bread upon the waters and see if it will not return. Huh? That's the mindset. Right? When it comes to decision making, you are afraid of making decisions. You are always defensive. That's the scarcity mindset. But the abundant one is always seeing what? Opportunity. You are not afraid of making decisions. Then when it comes to emotions, the scarcity mindset is always anxious, it's always stressed, it's always insecure. This one is always optimistic. Social interaction. Remember we were talking about isolation, social, yes. The scarcity mindset also is very competitive. Huh? You are always competing. That already shows where your mindset is. You are very competitive. Whereas the abundant mindset is collaborative, right? It is supportive. Then, in terms of cognitive ability, the scarcity one only sees short term, whereas the abundant one also sees long term. Now let's close this way. John 10 verse 10. I think it's John 10 verse 10. John 10 verse 10. All right. John 10 verse 10, what does it say?
The rustler comes only to steal and slaughter and destroy. I have come to give life, complete, full, and abundant, beginning here and now.
All right. I don't know if you understand what it means. John 10 verse 10. Let me read it this way. The thief does not come except to steal. Which one is the thief in your life at the moment? Huh? Which one is the thief? Huh? Money. Huh? Money. The thief does not come except to steal. What is stealing your joy? What is stealing your joy? Huh? You are always in conflict. Remember we said conflict always finds you. Huh? That's a thief. Does not come except to steal and to kill and to destroy. But I have come that they may have life. That's Christ. Not just life, but that they may have it more abundantly. Now, let's close this way. I wanted, it's just that we've run out of time, but I wanted to speak to you about the kingdom principle. Why did I want to speak about the kingdom principle? Because the kingdom principle was supposed to introduce a concept that will prepare a mindset change in each and every one of us, to change our minds from the scarcity model to the abundant model. Now, the word kingdom in the Bible, depending on the translation that you read, appears 315 to 365 times. Then you ask yourself, but in the New Testament, Christ, it is mentioned about 126 times. You ask yourself, why so many times? You remember Christ, whenever he was preaching the parables, you always say, the kingdom of heaven is like. The kingdom of heaven is like. You ask yourself, why was he teaching that way? Maybe just a closing answer. Why was Christ always saying the kingdom is like? Why was Christ always saying the kingdom of heaven is like? Try and just want us to close here.
I think maybe it's you see, when we are usually on earth living life, we are usually just focused on the like now short term things like your life on earth. Maybe he was trying to get us to look at like things eternal that are longer term, perhaps.
Okay, you're looking at eternity. That's what the kingdom of heaven is like. Okay, 1 Peter 2 verse 9. What does 1 Peter? Oh, you want to add? Yes.
Just I want to try. When Jesus is saying the kingdom of heaven is like, so when he's likening the kingdom of heaven, he's trying to draw out a principle of that object that he's referring. Like for example, kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, or is like a sower. So what he's saying is, what you see from the sower, or what the sower is doing, you can liken those principles to the habits or the activity or the mannerism of the kingdom of heaven. So whatever principles that you find there from that object lesson, liken it to the kingdom. That's how the kingdom of heaven is demonstrated.
Okay. That's what the elder is saying. But why is specifically mentioned kingdom? Kingdom. In Genesis, there was a couple that was told. What were they told after creation? That I give you what? Dominion. Huh? I give you dominion. What is the sign of that? They were what? They were kings, eh? When you have a dominion, you are a king, eh? Isn't it? Yes. You are what? You're in charge. That's what they were given, isn't it? And then they were told, what you have to do is you have to multiply and replenish the what? The earth, isn't it? Because they were given power of dominion. It means they were. And then if you go to 1 Peter 2 verse 9, what does it say? 1 Peter 2 verse 9. We're a chosen generation, but we are what? We are royalty. Huh? We are, and the peculiar people, we are royalty. Who are royalty? Kings, eh? Right. So now if you are a king, how can you be a king and be broke? How can you be a king and also be competitive with others? You understand the point? Yes. So what I wanted us to get to, we'll discuss it later on. If you are a child of God, it means you are a child of abundance. Huh? If you are a child of God, you are a child of abundance because your father has got the resources that you need. All you have to do is to go to your father, you get the resources and you manage them. That's abundant life, isn't it? But for you to be able to live that life, we need to align ourselves with the principles of kingdom living. We end here.
Maybe to just add, I always think about the story of Job. Why Job? Job lost everything, right? Then the question will come, when God blessed him again, did everything just come miraculously? Or did Job had to work again to regain back his wealth? So meaning that Job understood the principles and he was the embodiment of those principles. So he worked through and God blessed his efforts and regained his wealth again. So meaning that as members of the kingdom, if we are also, like what you're saying, living the principles and being part of the kingdom, we understand that we also have a Father who owns everything, and we live in a kingdom of abundance. When we have understood those things and when we have practiced those principles, we are one step towards living those or getting that abundance.
Yes, absolutely, because Psalms 24 verse 1, it says, the earth and its fullness is of the Lord, isn't it? But the way we live, the problem is the way we live is we want to live as those ones who are from outside. We don't want to live like those who are part of the kingdom, part of royalty. Okay, he wants to talk. All right, let us end it here. We will go in deeper next week. I think the foundation is clear for everyone, isn't it? So next week we will then deal with the principles of kingdom living. Boy will close with the word of prayer. Okay, Mommy will pray on his behalf.
Let us pray. Our kind and heavenly Father, I would like to thank you, great Jehovah, for the lovely lessons that we have learned today. We ask that, Lord, you may help us to apply and to live by them. Great Jehovah, be with us as we have started a new week. For we pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Say, Dada. You don't eat.
I think for next Sabbath, I'd like us to look at 33. Matthew 6 verse 33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. We'll anchor on that verse and then we see what essence is from there. Why did Christ say seek ye first?
Say hello. Say hello. Say Dada. You don't eat. Say Dada.